Welcome! I am Public Enemy Numero Uno and thank you so much for watching this. Today I want to talk about teamwork and combined skill checks. D&D is a cooperative game where teamwork is its cornerstone. From players combining spells for greater effects to tag teaming an enemy to ensure success. The game is rife with possibilities. I want to talk about something that I use in specific situations, a combined skill check. A homebrew system that I often use. Have you ever come across a situation where the only thing keeping you back is a simple DC? Trying to get past a single DC with sheer bad luck stopping your every attempt. Yeah, that sucks. A combined skill check is literally as it sounds. Players each make their checks and combine the total. With enough players, the typical skill challenge system of DC 10 to 30 falls apart, so don't use it. The current system expects you to use the help action as your means of supporting each other. All that does is give advantage on an ability check or an attack roll. It increases the odds of the player without increasing their actual roll. For example, a character lifting a heavy door with a modifier of +5. If another character helps with the help action, the character still only has a +5. The character cannot roll a 26 without some additional aid. What a combined skill check does is instead of doing the help action, both players roll and combine their results. Instead of it being 1d20 +5, it becomes say 2d20 +8, a much higher chance for success. I created this because of the stupid situations of being unable to reach a certain DC because of either bad luck or just the wrong character at the wrong time, making a simple challenge nearly impossible. A good example of this is with Critical's Role's doors. In the first campaign on episode 29, Percy, Vax, and Scanlan can't open a double door that just has a heavy crossbeam. Nothing complex. Through the entire event, Scanlan is hurt and burns a 1st, 4th, and 5th level spell slots just to lift a piece of wood with others helping. It was hilarious to watch, but it is extremely frustrating when it happens to you, which brings me to my suggestion. There are a few rules so that this does not go buck wild and remove all skill challenges from the game. 1. The challenge must be something where more than one person helping is a benefit. Lifting a heavy door with spaces for others, more hands will logically increase the force applied to the door. Makes good sense to use it then. But a character picking a lock will only be harmed by a backseat driver. There is neither room nor desire to have someone that close to you for that. 2. The DC for the check cannot use the normal system if it is going to be a challenge. I have only used this system for strength checks since it is the most obvious thing to use. For something heavy or hard to move, I make the DC equal to the weight divided by 10. The heavy door weighs 500 pounds, so the challenge is DC 50, an impossible number by normal circumstances. With enough hands, it becomes possible. And 3, you can't use the help action and the combined skill option. Choose one or the other. There is another method I use the combined skill check for, but has nothing to do with DCs. Instead, it revolves around tedious tasks where time and effort are required for success. Say the party is trying to clear away rubble from a path. That sort of thing is not a simple skill check as it is work over time, rather than just a burst of effort as most skill challenges are. What I do is have each participant make an appropriate check against a set clock. Each check can dock the time taken to perform the task based on their result. To clear the rubble, I mark it as a 2 hours of work. The players could just agree and move on with the game, or if they are rushed, attempt strength athletics checks to make it go faster. Every point of each of their rolls drops the time by 1 minute. With 3 players, they get a 23, 20, and a 16. Altogether, they drop the time by 59 minutes, reducing the result to just 1 hour. There is no real rhyme or reason to this as it's a guessing game. How successful will the players be versus how hard should it be for them? You might have it be every 5 results drop it by 1 minute. This is just means to make things go faster rather than get stuck behind an impossible DC. If it's meant to be impossible, then just tell the players so they don't waste their time thinking that it is possible. Now there are a plethora of spells and abilities that can straight up solve or better aid a skill challenge. This method works best if those are not available or you don't want to burn your spell slots as frivolously as Scanlan. If you wish, use this instead. Otherwise, this method does encourage teamwork by accomplishing a task as a group as opposed to relying on select characters to be the backbone. With that, please comment down below as I would love to hear more ideas or criticisms. Thank you again for watching my video and have an enjoyable day.